हेलो एवरीवन। डियर फ्रेंड्स, आज हम करेंगे रिलेटिव वेलोसिटी इन वन डायमेंशन। रिलेटिव वेलोसिटी रिलेटिव वेलोसिटी इन वन डायमेंशन इन वन डायमेंशन relative velocity in one relative velocity in one dimension. What does the relative velocity says? फर्स्ट में जानना है कि रिलेटिव वेलोसिटी क्या होता है। द रिलेटिव वेलोसिटी ऑफ ऑब्जेक्ट ए विथ रेस्पेक्ट टू ऑब्जेक्ट बी इज डिफाइंड। द रिलेटिव वेलोसिटी क्या होता है? द रिलेटिव वेलोसिटी relative velocity of object A, relative velocity of object A with respect to B, with respect to object B, respect to object B is defined as the rate defined as the time rate of change of relative position of object A with respect to object B, with respect to object B. This is the relative velocity. If two objects A and B are moving with velocities V and Vb in one dimension, then the relative velocity of object A with respect to if two objects A and B are moving, A and B are moving, A and B are moving with velocities VA, with velocities VA and VB in one dimension, the relative velocity of object A with respect to B, with respect to object B is as follows. Number one, you can say that if both objects are moving, if both objects are moving in the same direction, if both objects are moving in the same direction, then VAB is equal to VA minus VB. This is the relative velocity. And if objects are moving in opposite direction, number two is if both objects are moving in opposite direction, both objects are moving in opposite direction, then V of AB is equal to VA minus B. That we are getting VA plus Vb. Okay, and the third point what we get is position time graphs. Position time graph. Position time graphs of two objects with equal velocities with equal velocities are shown here. They are straight lines. Parallel to each other. Parallel to each other. If VA equal to VB, if VA is equal to VB, then relative velocity V AB is equal to VA minus VB, that is equal to 0, right? So how the position time graph can be shown? So this is displacement, this is time, right? This is time, this is displacement. So suppose there are 2 points, this point and at this point. If you draw 2 graphs like this, they will be parallel to each other. This graph and this graph. So what we get here is, this is object A, this is object B, and VB equal to, if VA equal to VB, the relative velocity of A to B is equal to 0. This is the graph of position time graph when A and B have the same velocities. And right, this is the position time graph of two objects, right? Thank you everybody for watching this video.